Hello YouTube! Welcome to this little chill out session in my reading nook. I've got tea, I've got my notes, and I'm going to tell you about my updates and my plans for College of Wizardry. So first I want to tell you a bit more about what College of Wizardry is. There's a lot of great videos and information out there that you can look at, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but just so you can follow along, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what this LARP is all about. Let's get started! College of Wizardry is a 3-day LARP event in Poland, or in Heyaa to be precise. It is heavily inspired by the Harry Potter stories, but it does not take place in the Harry Potter universe. It has its very own world, and the stories and how magic works is a bit different and all that. So it has its own lore and its own world. The whole principle of the story is that you go to College of Wizardry for your secondary education. So if it was taking place in the Harry Potter universe, basically after you finished your Hogwarts degrees, you would go there to specialize and to learn more about magic. The school is in a real castle! A real castle! It is a real castle. I can't wait to go to a real castle! There are 5 houses, like the Hogwarts houses. You've got Faust, Sendivogius, Lebusa, Durentius, and my favorite house, Molin. There are also different paths you can take, so like when you go to university you choose what subject you want to study, and it's the same here. There are things like healer and Cursebreaker and cryptozoologist, so like with magical creatures, and a few more. If you want to learn more about that, just have a look in the design document of the lab. They give very detailed descriptions of the different paths and houses, so you can have a look there. Also, there are 3 school years: juniors, sophomores and seniors. Every year you are in is played a little bit different. They have the different parts in the school and different responsibilities and a different playing style. Also look that up in the design document. But that's basically the gist of the whole story. You go to a magic school, you study, you hang out with your friends, you summon demons, whatever you want to do, you mix some potions. There's a lot that you can do, but it's basically a magic school. That's all you really need to know. One question I also want to answer is what happens right after you sign up, because for me that was a big mystery and I asked so many questions to people. They must have been so annoyed with me. So I thought I'd clear that up so you won't be in the dark as I was. What happens when you sign up heavily depends on when you buy your ticket. So for me, I think I actually might have bought the first tickets. Obviously I'm not sure about this, but they announced that at this date, I can't remember what it was, sometime in November, the tickets would go up on sale at 12 o'clock noon. And I was so overly excited that I already had a look at 11:30, and lo and behold, there were the tickets, and I just bought them before they were even officially out. As I bought them on the first day, everything that came afterwards was very slow. It took quite a while for things to get rolling. But what you can do, definitely even before you buy tickets, is join the COW community group on Facebook. Because there's everyone who ever went or is planning to go, or the organizers. So everyone who has to do anything with College of Wizardry is in that Facebook group. And that's the perfect place to ask questions and to get to know people and to just have a chat about the lab and maybe already make some plans. That's what I did. Then, when the event comes closer, they will open groups like the Cow 16 overall group, where everyone that's going to that specific event can have chats and talk about the event. And once casting happens, they will also do groups like Cow 16 Relations and Cow 16 Molin and Cow 16 Durentius and Cow 16 Teachers, so that specific groups can find each other and chat and build up relations and make plots and create storylines and all that jazz. So Facebook is a really good place. We also have a Facebook group chat where everyone is in that's going to Cow 16. So it's the perfect place to use your excitement to get to know more people and to start making plans. Casting, I think, is supposed to happen once tickets sell out. So when you have a full cast, they will assign the characters. But there are about 40 tickets left, I think, for Cow 16. And we're all desperately hoping that they will start casting soon anyway. because we want at least 2 months to prepare for our character. Here's to hoping that they will start the casting process soon. When casting starts, you get a sheet where you can put in your preparations and what you wish for your character, so especially what house, year and path you want to be in, and then after a while you get your character back. You can change a lot of things about your character, except the house, the year and the path. Those are set and you're stuck with them. So I'm desperately hoping I get into Molen, because that's the most important thing. Like, I'm not too bothered about the path. I don't really want to be a junior, but sophomore or senior is both fine. I just want to be in Molen. Can you please just put me into Molen? When you got your character, there's also a thing called Choha Book, which is basically a website like Facebook, but for in-game activities. So you can, you know, chat with your in-game friends as your character. I'm super excited for that. I think that's gonna be really fun. Now we're at the part where I will tell you about what I've been planning and what I still have to do for this lab. Obviously, if you remember my really bad video, my first video, it was from last year in January, where I talked about that I was going to College of Wizardry. That was a year ago, so I practically had a year to prepare, though there was about a 3-month period in summer where I thought I couldn't go because they raised the prices, but then I kind of figured it out and now I'm going. But that time is missing now, because it's only 2 months to go and I just don't know how to finish all this stuff. But I've had a few months and I've come up with a few things, so let me tell you about them. Because I was so overly excited for this lab, obviously I couldn't wait until casting started, and I've already pretty much made up my character. I left the background story very open so that I can take the things I get from casting and put in there, but her personality and her name and stuff is pretty much all set. And now I just hope that she gets into Molen so it all makes sense the way I planned. Her name is Olivia Fraser, called Ollie, and she's from Scotland. She is very shallow and vain. Her main subjective is to be as popular as possible. She wants to find the perfect date for the ball. She wants to go with the cutest boy in the cutest dress and have everyone's head turn when she enters the ball. She doesn't care too much about her education. Oops. She can be a bit mean because I think she's just really insecure, so trying to be as popular as possible is her way of trying to make herself happier with herself. You might have seen pictures on Instagram, or if you have seen my first video you know that she has really big, curly, blonde locks, and she only wears pink completely, no other colours. She also has pink little heart-shaped freckles and really long eyelashes, and she never wears pants, she always wears skirts and dresses, so she's very girly. She loves accessories and all that jazz. She's really into fashion because she thinks that would make her cooler. But underneath all that shallowness, she's actually really nice and she can be a very good friend, and she kind of, somewhere very hidden, has a heart for outsiders and people that she finds a bit weird. She really is a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. Somewhere beneath all that arrogance. I've bought a lot of her costume pieces already, but I'm still far from being happy with it, and I had a little accident with my phone and now I'm very broke because I had to repair it, and I think I have to take a step back from my plans, which is very sad. But there will be a video about costuming in particular out when I've got all the pieces that I can afford and that I want to get together. What's also very exciting is I've already come up with a few relations, and a few of her friends you might know. The first ever person I talked to and was like, let's be friends in-game, was Steven from Hog and Dice here on YouTube. If you don't know him already, check him out. I put the link down below. He's very sweet, and his character and my character are going to be childhood buddies, so that's exciting. He's also, I believe, doing a series about College of Wizardry and making some in-character videos, so very excited to see his journey, and hopefully you are too. Besides a few other friends that I've already acquired for Ollie, there's also my biggest plot, which is a very heartbreaking love triangle with two very lovely people, and I won't tell you too much about this now because we don't really know how it will unfold, but after the event you will hear everything about it because I'm so excited. It's gonna be horrible for me. I will probably cry. If I don't cry, I will be very disappointed. But yeah, it's gonna be so good. A few other people that you might be interested in that are also coming to College of Wizardry and that I'm hoping to be able to play with is Raquel Skellington and Will from Larp Analysis. So I'm very excited about that. It's gonna be like a little YouTube meetup. Also, fingers crossed, Cheyenne from the Larp House might come. Here's to hoping. I would love to meet her and play with her because she's, you know, she's my Larp God Fairy. She's everyone's Larp God Fairy. She's just wonderful, so please come. It would be lovely. Obviously, all their channels are gonna be down below. Check them all out. They're all great. They all make videos about Larp. What could be better? Now, to finish this video off, I'm gonna tell you about my to-do list, what I still have planned before the event. I obviously have to acquire the last few pieces for my costume. I also, if I find a way to afford it, really want to make my ball gown myself because I have this amazing concept in my head. I also wanted to create a whole teenage witch magazine with like writing the texts, designing the layout, printing it. There's no way I can do that in 2 months. But I might still try, or I'm just gonna give up, I'm not sure. But it was a good idea. Maybe another time. Then obviously when casting starts, I can put the last finishing touches on the character and the background story. I can find more relations, plot more things, and then I only have to learn the lyrics to the school songs and pack my things and travel to Poland. As you can see, a lot of exciting things are happening. We are entering Larp Crunch territory, the end stretch. We have to hurry up and get things done. 2 months sounds a lot, it's really not. I'm getting a bit stressed out, but the exciting is still stronger than ever. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Welcome to the end screen. Hello, welcome. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know so I know that I can make more of these chill update videos because I really enjoy it. Also leave a like on this video, subscribe to me and leave me a comment in what Hogwarts house you would be. Because Hogwarts houses are very important and I'm always super interested to see what houses people are in. So tell me, please. And I will see you next time and I hope you have a wonderful day.